Welcome to Go Lofty Radar, your go-to source for the most impactful economic developments shaping the future of business. Here, we break down global financial news, policy changes, and market movements, and translate them into practical insights for founders, business leaders, and strategy-driven entrepreneurs. Our goal? To help you stay informed, stay agile, and stay ahead. Today's headline: the US imposes sweeping new tariffs on global imports, a move that could reshape global trade and affect businesses at every level. On April 2, 2025, President Donald Trump announced a new trade policy, including a 10% baseline tariff on all imports into the United States, a 34% tariff on Chinese goods, a 24% tariff on imports from Japan, and a 20% tariff on products coming from the European Union. This decision was positioned as a way to restore fairness and address long-standing trade imbalances. But it's already sparking controversy and concern around the world. Let's unpack what this could mean for the global economy. First, higher tariffs increase the cost of doing business across borders. That often leads to higher prices for consumers, reduced trade volumes, and rising inflation pressure in affected economies. Second, countries like China, Japan, and EU members may respond with retaliatory tariffs, triggering a potential trade war reminiscent of what we saw in 2018 to 2019. That would further strain international supply chains and create uncertainty for global markets. Central banks, already trying to manage inflation and interest rate balancing, could face greater difficulty stimulating growth without creating more instability. For mid-size and large multinational businesses, this tariff shift introduces immediate pressure on supply chain costs and margins. Manufacturers sourcing raw materials or components from Asia or Europe will see cost hikes. US-based companies reliant on imported machinery, packaging, or tech may face delays and pricing issues. Exporters in the EU and Asia may lose competitive advantage in US markets. Some businesses may start nearshoring or reshuffling suppliers to regions not impacted by the tariffs. Others may pass the cost to customers, risking demand elasticity. So what does this mean for startups or growing companies with global strategies? If you're sourcing your product components internationally, planning to enter the US market, partnering with manufacturers abroad, or working with cross-border logistics and e-commerce, these tariffs could directly hit your pricing model, profitability, and delivery timelines. You'll need to watch out for increased lead times and customs friction, budget volatility due to unpredictable shipping and duties, customer pricing pushback if your costs suddenly jump. Startups operating on thin margins can't absorb this easily, so strategy agility becomes a must. Here are 5 strategic tips to help you and your business adjust in light of this major shift. Reevaluate your supply chain map. Identify any direct exposure to countries affected by the tariffs. Look into alternative sourcing options in lower tariff regions or domestic partners. Scenario test your pricing model. Use cost simulations to understand how tariff surcharges impact your unit economics. Decide early. Will you absorb, split, or pass those costs? Stay informed about trade negotiations. These tariffs may evolve quickly depending on political negotiations and retaliation. Set alerts or follow trusted briefings so you're not caught off guard. Consider regional partnerships. If the US market becomes more costly, consider building customer traction in Southeast Asia, LATAM, or Africa. This may be the moment to diversify your go-to-market footprint. Communicate with transparency. If you're forced to increase prices, communicate why. Customers value honesty and clarity, especially in turbulent economic moments. Tariffs are not just numbers on paper. They're strategic signals. They shape supply chains, pricing, customer expectations, and even investor sentiment. Whether you're a startup founder, marketing strategist, COO, or business consultant, these global policies affect you. The businesses that succeed in this environment will be those that stay nimble, leverage data, and respond, not react. At Go Lofty, we're here to guide you through this complexity, not just by reporting the news, but by helping you translate it into action. If you found this update valuable, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because every week on Go Lofty Radar, we break down the global shifts that matter to your business. From trade policy to tech disruption, you'll get the tools, tips, and strategic foresight to grow with confidence. Until next time, stay informed, stay strategic, and as always, go get them.